From high in the Andes of southern Ecuador, it's Old Man Random Thoughts and Sketches number 3. Hello out there. It's, what is it? Trying to think of what day it is. It's Thursday. The restaurant down below was closed yesterday because Charlito had to go into Cuenca, which is about 4 hours north of us, some kind of paperwork. One of the things that we expatriated retirees have to do down here every once in a while is the paperwork for residence, or the cedula, which is the national ID card, or various things like that. And Charlie's in business, so he has to do the tax thing as well. But I would say the paperwork is not that onerous. It's not that much. I've been legal for 15 years now. Hadn't been that much trouble. I had to go renew my cedula, but you don't need it for everything. Anyway, well, I was just watching Jimmy Kimmel, and this is some of the way we get the news down here. I mean, everybody gets the news. I imagine what a weird situation in human history. Somebody sitting in Antarctica sees the same news that I see and has their own reaction to it. And that's the other thing, such a range of reaction. Anyway, it doesn't sound too exciting, and I'm sort of glad I'm down here. I have family up there, and hopefully they'll be making a move somewhere. I read history, and I have in my life, the history of Western civilization and as much history as I can find. And I realize that it's all an interpretation, not necessarily the absolute, in fact, undoubtedly not the absolute truth. But it turns out being here and present in the moment doesn't really help any. I'm observing history. The stuff that people from 100 years from now are going to say, oh yeah, that's where everything turned and changed, and this movement started or that movement started. But we can't quite see that. We're up so close. You think of history as being the compost let loose by a horse from behind onto the ground. It's still steaming. It hasn't had time to become one with the soil and grow anything new. It's too hot to interpret. And that seems to be what's going on in los Estados Unidos, mi país en el norte. But my country down here is Ecuador. They've got problems. It's funny how people up in the States, anything that happens anywhere else in the world is, oh my God, that's horrible. I said, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I said, oh my gosh, that's horrible. I'm a new YouTuber, and I don't want to step on any of the landmines. I want to be very careful. But anyway, if something happens somewhere else in the world, it's terrible. But I have to tell you, and people that have lived overseas know this, when you hear news from the States, it sort of sounds like it's coming from another country, which of course it is. But when you're immersed in it, it's like, well, that's happening over in the middle of the country or in the south of the country. It's not happening to me. I'm up here in New England, and we're cool. In fact, we're real cool. My sister sent me a picture from the coast of Maine of the last snowstorm, the one that all the weather people were getting so excited about. It turned out to be quite a bit of snow, I guess, and it was a pretty good snowstorm for Maine, from what I saw, and I've gone through the last several. And so the pictures he sent me showed everything plowed out, but the plow piles were pretty high. I think they got 11 or 12 inches in the storm. So rare. I mean, it's so strange to see that, and I'm totally familiar with it. I mean, I lived with that. I shoveled it. I looked at the weather patterns on the internet and saw what was coming and got ready for it. And we handled it, which is what you have to do if you live up there. But from down here, it seems pretty weird that anyone could handle all of that, but they do. especially with the cost of plowing. I mean, the little dooryard and driveway, the driveway is probably 1,500 feet. All of that costs about $100 a time now to plow. It's unbelievable. Like everything else, it's become more expensive. No problem down here. We got our snow and snow cones, and you've got your choice of flavors. However, I'm looking outside now. It's been kind of damp. We just had a sprinkle, not too much, a while ago. The streets are wet. The cobblestones are not steaming because it's not that warm. It's only about upper 60s, I think. It's not terribly hot here ever, or terribly cold, but the thing that makes it cool is precipitation, which we need. Waiting for the landslide between here and Loja. There inevitably is one, because when you don't have a gazillion dollars to put into building roads, you have to leave that hill up above, leave it alone and hope for the best, and you can put the chicken wire up and the barriers in some places, but you can't do it everywhere. It would cost too much. Maybe we'll get blocked this year, and maybe we won't. What else is happening? I just poured another cup of coffee. Oh, I haven't drank coffee in about a week. I was running an experiment. Not so much the caffeine, it's all the stuff I put in it. The stevia is not too bad. It's one of those non-sugar sweeteners, but what I have in it now is kind of a brown sugar, something, I don't know, I don't remember the name of it. We've got about 3 or 4 different kinds of sugar substitute to grow here, but it was that I was trying to cut down on. I really need to lose weight. But the coffee is so good here. People think of, I guess they think of Colombia and Juan Valdez. Well, believe me, Loja, southern Loja province, has lots and lots of coffee. Malacatos, the next town over, is renowned for its coffee. So when we go into one of the local stores, we've got a choice of about 15 different local brands, and they're all good. I use the dirty sock method. It's not really a dirty sock. It's just a dirty thing for making coffee. It's not dirty. It's just got coffee stains on it, which is understandable because I must have run a couple of 100 gallons through it. Maybe we'll break down and fall off the wagon completely and buy another bag of coffee today. We've got eggs on the menu. We've got some avocados that are ripening just right, and we'll wait for them. And we got some bananas that the fruit flies are paying attention to, and they're my experts on when the bananas are ready. So I need to do something with them or fight the fruit flies for them, one or the other. I'll cut them up and put them in breakfast. So eggs, avocados, tomatoes. I cannot resist buying 3 or 4 tomatoes a time now. Every time I go out and shop. They're so tasty, nice snacks. And we get them, I don't know, 4 for $1 or something. Truly, the price for fresh vegetables and fruit is so cheap here. The prices are so low that I don't pay any attention to them. I'm not making a huge retirement, but I don't spend all my money because everything's so affordable. As I've said before, this is, if I put this YouTube video up today, it'll be the second I've done, and they're experimental. You can see the focus going in and out. That's an experiment. Got to figure that out. We're changing the length. It might end up 10 minutes. Gosh knows I can blather for 10 minutes pretty well. But we're glad to have you along, and I'm trying to look through the camera and see you. You're up in Manitoba, and you're putting off going outside and shoveling the snow from the walk. And I really feel your pain because I used to have to shovel snow. So take care of yourself, take a break, have another cup of coffee, I know I will, and we will see you next time. Ciao!